Today, I'm needle felting a cute little blobby guy. Some assembly required. I felt like making something cute and simple today, so here we have a little tutorial for a cute little blobby guy. He's pretty simple. He is great for a beginner at needle felting or somebody who's maybe doing something really irritating and you just want to take a step back, take a little break, make something cute. So let's see how it goes. For this project, I'm using core wool for the inside and then roving for the outside. If you don't have core wool or you don't feel like using it, you can make the whole thing out of roving. That would be fine. I'm using this green Peace Fleece from Halcyon Yarn. I will also use black and white roving, my foam pad, and my 38 gauge spiral needle. I start out by rolling the core wool into sort of a cylinder shaped bundle. You can make it taller or shorter, fatter or skinnier. I'm just going to stick with this basic shape. It seems like that's the way the wool wants to be. Then I'm going to get stabbing. I'll start along the side where the wool wraps around and then stab all over. Remember to stab pretty gently in and out without changing the angle of your needle. You don't have to poke all that hard and you do not want to break your needle. I will pick one end to be the top of my blob and kind of fold the fluffy bits over and stab, stab, stab until it's kind of round and firm. The other end will be the bottom, so I'm squishing it flat and then just felting it down so my little guy can stand up. When it's the shape you want, you can keep stabbing around all the sides to get it equally firm all over. Yeah, something like this. It doesn't have to be super firm and dense, just about this squishable is what I prefer. I am just giving myself a good base to attach my outer layers onto. This is also the point where you can add some more core wool if you want to fatten certain areas up, but I'm pretty satisfied with this, so I'll move on to my roving. I like to use fairly thin strips to cover the core without getting too lumpy. I just lay them out along the surface and felt across to secure them. Then I'm going to just do the same thing with a bunch more strips, poking them down as I go. You can change the direction of the strips as you go to cover up any bald spots. It's a little bit lumpy and fuzzy, so I'm going to go over it all again with shallow, angled pokes to flatten out the surface and kind of really get it all to grip. You can flip it around as you go so you can get it from all the different angles. I will just go ahead and do that. There we go, not bad. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always do some more of this later, but you want a nice surface to add some features. First, we will give our little blob some arms. I like to start with one piece and split it in half so the two arms are kind of a similar size. Then, as we did with the core wool to make the body, I just roll the wool up into like a little noodle and felt along the edge. I'll leave one end fluffy so it's easier to attach to his body, and I'll felt the other end round and firm. After the first arm is a good shape, I'll do the same for the other arm. Great! Now, to attach the arms, I'll hold them in the right place and gently poke around the bottom until they stay. Once they're tacked in, you can keep poking from all different angles until they are secure. I think I need a little more roving where the arms join the body to strengthen the joint and smooth it out, so I'll just add little pieces one at a time and felt them down until I like how it looks. I want it to be a little bit smooth. Stabbing, stabbing, stabbing until it's nice and smooth. Now, the next thing I'll do is add some big white circles for his eyes. There are a few ways to do this. One is to lay on the roundish pieces of white and poke around to make a circular shape, like this. I'm just gently guiding the wool into circles and poking in as I go. I'll also add a little more white to cover any bald spots. For the next step, here's another way to add circles. You can pick which one you like the best. I'll split this black into 2 pieces and fold each piece into a sort of circular shape. Now, instead of adding the piece straight onto our blob, we can shape it a little on the foam. I'm poking it into kind of a roundish shape right on here. And I'll do the same for the other eye. If you're feeling brave, you can shape the edges between your fingers or between 2 pieces of cardboard. Or you can transfer the circle to your blob and firmly attach it where you want the eye. And now you do the same for the other eye and just keep felting them both down until they're pretty flat and not too fuzzy. I find that carefully felting around the edges of the shapes makes a crisper border, which I kind of like for my eyes. I like them to be nice and crisp. Next, I'm going to add a little sparkle to his eyes with little white circles. For these, because they're small, you can get the circle shape by just rolling the wool between your fingers and felting it onto the black part of his eyes. Try to be sure they're around the same size and do the same thing for both eyes. I think that 2 sparkles per eye is even cuter. Decision time! You can leave him like this, or you can add a mouth. Using some more black, I'm making a happy mouth shape on my foam. And then testing the size. Oh, yikes, too big. Okay, I'll fold it in half and try again. Yeah, that's better. I'll just felt that right onto his face. I like to felt all around the inside and the edge of the mouth a little bit extra so that the whole thing recedes a little bit like an actual mouth. If you like the look, you can also add a little extra white to his mouth for teeth. Of course, you can make huge teeth or little teeth, up to you. Ta-da! A little blob guy. He kind of looks like a cactus. Oh well, he's pretty customizable. You can make it in different shapes, colors, and expressions. You could also add legs or hair if you wanted a little more detail, maybe a little challenge. He's a fun project, no matter how much experience you have with needle felting. Sometimes it's fun to just make a simple little friend. Ta-da! How can you say no to that face? I think that this is fun. I like just quick afternoon projects, something to just focus on for a little while, especially if you're thinking about something else or you're working on some other kind of project and you just need a brain break. He's a brain break. I can picture a whole desk full of these, you know, in case you're feeling lonely working from home. You can make a whole bunch of office mates. Small, useless office mates, but that's okay too. I hope that you try this project. It is really quite simple. You can customize it and make it as exciting as you want to, but I like to start somewhere. And I think that simple is a good place to start. I really feel like I need to make him spines or something to make him into a full cactus because he is looking like a happy little cactus. Here you go. Here is a great beginner project. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you try it. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of video and you're not subscribed yet, you can do that right underneath the video and click the all notifications button so you don't miss anything. And I have a whole playlist of needle felting videos, so you can check those out as well. New videos come out on Tuesdays and Saturdays, so stay tuned for that. And until the next video, be awesome, and I'll see you then. Bye!